As a physician who has spent decades working with adults over 60, I can tell you something many people don't realize. Healthy aging isn't only about medication, supplements, or intense exercise. In fact, some of the strongest, sharpest, most independent older adults in the world rarely step foot in a gym at all. I'm talking about Japanese elders, men and women who routinely live into their 90s and beyond while still walking steadily, thinking clearly, and taking care of themselves. When researchers from Harvard, Stanford, and major Japanese universities studied this remarkable longevity, they made a surprising discovery. It wasn't about perfect genetics or strict diets. Instead, the secret was hidden in a handful of simple daily movements. Gentle, intentional habits performed consistently, sometimes for less than 5 minutes a day. These movements support balance, joint health, circulation, and even cognitive function. And the best part is that anyone over 60 can begin them safely at home. Today, I want to guide you through the 5 foundational movements Japanese elders practice every day. No gym, no strain, just results that accumulate quietly but powerfully over time. If you're ready to move smarter, feel steadier, and age with confidence, let's begin. If there is one movement I encourage every adult over 60 to start with, it is radio Taiso. This routine is not flashy, and it is not difficult. Yet it has been practiced across Japan for nearly a century because it delivers benefits far beyond what its simplicity suggests. Every morning at 6:30, a soft piano melody plays on national radio stations throughout the country. When that music begins, millions of people from school children to office workers to elders in their 80s and 90s stand up and move together. The entire routine lasts just over 3 minutes, but it gently wakes up the entire body. Radio. Taiso was originally created in 1928 as a way to support public health. The design is simple. 13 movements flow from one to the next without stopping. There are arm circles, gentle bends, side stretches, knee lifts, and controlled reach patterns. None of the motions require strength or flexibility. What they do require is consistency, because repetition trains the joints, muscles, nerves, and circulatory system to work smoothly again. When older adults perform radio Taiso daily, the effects are measurable. A study of more than 8,000 seniors found that those who participated every morning had fewer falls, fewer episodes of chronic back pain, and better hip and shoulder mobility compared to those who did not. These improvements make sense from a medical perspective. The routine increases blood flow to the extremities, lubricates stiff joints, and stimulates synovial fluid production, which is essential for reducing friction inside the joints. This simple rise in joint nutrition can make everyday movements like turning in bed, standing from a chair, or reaching for an item far more comfortable. The routine also improves posture. As we age, the upper back tends to round forward and the shoulders drift inward. Radio Taiso counters that tendency by encouraging open chest movements and rhythmic shoulder expansion. Better posture improves breathing. Better breathing improves energy. And for someone over 60, small improvements in energy often translate into greater independence. Another powerful aspect of radio Taiso is its timing. Performing these movements in the first few minutes after waking gives the body a natural reset. Growth hormone and cortisol are naturally higher in the early morning hours, and the muscles respond more efficiently to gentle movement. This is why so many Japanese elders begin their day with radio Taiso. It signals to the brain and body that the day has started and that mobility matters. Many American adults assume exercise must be strenuous to be effective. Radio Taiso proves otherwise. It is short. It is light. It is accessible to almost everyone, including those with arthritis, high blood pressure, or years of inactivity. You can complete the entire routine in pajamas, barefoot, in your kitchen, living room, or outside on the porch. You do not need equipment, music, or space. You only need a few minutes and a willingness to move. If you decide to try this routine, start slowly and focus on fluid movement rather than intensity. Move your arms and legs with a gentle rhythm. Breathe naturally. Pay attention to how your joints respond. Within a week, you may notice that stiffness fades sooner, your balance improves, and your body warms up more quickly each morning. At Senior Wellness Daily, we believe health begins with the first gentle step you take toward better movement. Try Radio Taiso tomorrow morning. Give your body 3 minutes of focused attention. Small habits create lasting change. If you begin today, your future self will thank you. Sampo, or slow walking, may look too simple to matter, but it is one of the most powerful daily habits practiced by Japanese elders. This type of walking is not about speed, calorie burn, or counting steps. It is about teaching the brain and body to move as one again. As we get older, that connection weakens. We compensate for stiff joints, tight muscles, or fear of falling. Over time, these small adjustments change how we walk. Sampo helps reverse that decline. The technique involves cutting your walking pace in half and syncing your steps with a specific breathing rhythm. You inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2 steps, and exhale for 4 steps. This pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes calmness. It slows the heart rate and lowers blood pressure. It also stimulates the vagus nerve, which plays a major role in digestion, mood, and stress resilience. In older adults, supporting the vagus nerve can improve both physical and cognitive well-being. One of the most important benefits of Sampo is how it retrains the feet. Each step is intentional. You roll from heel to arch to toe in a smooth sequence. This activates the 33 joints and many small muscles in each foot. Those structures send sensory information to the brain that helps regulate balance. When the feet become less active, balance becomes less reliable. When the feet awaken again, balance improves naturally. A long-term study from Kyoto University supports this idea. Researchers found that seniors who practiced slow, mindful walking every morning showed 62% less arterial stiffness compared to those who walked at a normal pace. They also demonstrated better coordination and smoother gait patterns. These findings highlight how gentle movement can reshape the cardiovascular system without strain. Sampo also enhances cognitive function. When you slow down, breathe rhythmically, and pay attention to each step, you activate regions of the brain involved in focus and stability. This creates a meditative effect that is especially valuable for adults over 60. Many people report a clearer mind, steadier mood, and improved mental sharpness after only a few weeks of consistent practice. Getting started is easy. Choose a quiet place, such as a backyard path, a nearby park, or even inside your home. Walk for 10 minutes at half your usual pace. Match your breathing to your steps. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your gaze forward. The goal is not distance. The goal is awareness. Over time, the movements become more natural, and your whole body begins to respond. You may notice several changes. Morning stiffness decreases. Your stride becomes smoother. You regain confidence with each step. If you have struggled with balance, fear of falling, or a feeling of being unsteady on uneven ground, Sampo can make a meaningful difference. It teaches your brain to read your body's signals again, which is essential for preventing injuries and maintaining independence. Sampo is also a sustainable habit. It requires no equipment and very little time. You can practice it while walking your dog, strolling through your garden, or cooling down after another activity. What matters is consistency. The more regularly you perform Sampo, the more your brain learns from it. At Senior Wellness Daily, we encourage every older adult to rethink walking. It is not just transportation. It is an opportunity to reconnect with your body and sharpen your brain. Start with 10 minutes of Sampo tomorrow morning. Feel each step. Notice your breath. Let your body move with intention. If you stay committed, this simple practice can transform how you age. The deep squat is one of the most natural human resting positions. Yet it is one most older adults in the United States lose long before they reach 60. Daily chair use, limited floor activity, and years of tight hips gradually weaken the joints that once allowed us to move freely. In Japan, the deep squat remains a normal part of life. Many older adults can still lower themselves to the ground with steady control, rest comfortably, and rise again without strain. This simple ability reflects strong hips, stable knees, flexible ankles, and a healthy spine. The deep squat is valuable because it opens the hips through their full range of motion. When the hips become restricted, the lower back begins to take on tasks it was not designed for, leading to pain and stiffness. The squat position allows the pelvis to settle into a neutral posture, which reduces pressure on the lumbar spine. It also engages the glute muscles, which are essential for balance, stair climbing, and injury prevention in older adults. A long-term study of more than 5,000 seniors found that individuals who could hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had a significantly lower risk of losing independence as they aged. They maintained mobility longer, reported fewer hip and knee problems, and were more capable of performing daily tasks such as gardening, cleaning, and rising from the floor. The squat is not a test of strength. It is a test of joint health and coordination. When these qualities are preserved, independence follows. Deep squatting also strengthens the pelvic floor. This group of muscles supports the bladder, intestines, and core. Weak pelvic floor muscles can lead to balance problems and reduce stability. The squat position encourages these muscles to activate in a natural and gentle way. For adults over 60, this activation can improve daily function and confidence during movement. If you have not squatted in years, the position may feel foreign. That is completely normal. The goal is to reintroduce the range of motion slowly and safely. Begin by standing near a wall or holding onto a sturdy chair. Lower yourself only as far as your ankles, knees, and hips allow without discomfort. Keep your heels on the ground by placing a rolled towel under them if needed. Hold the position for 10 or 15 seconds and rise slowly. With practice, your muscles and joints will adapt. Another way to build the squat is to practice partial squats throughout the day. Start by bending your knees slightly while keeping your back straight. Repeat this motion a few times to warm up your hips and thighs. Over time, you can work toward a deeper position as your body becomes more flexible. The key is patience. For many older adults, regaining the deep squat is a gradual process, but even small improvements offer meaningful benefits. You may notice your lower back loosening, your hips feeling more open, and your knees moving with greater ease. These changes support better walking patterns and reduce the risk of falls. They also make everyday tasks more comfortable. The deep squat teaches the body to move the way it was designed to move. When practiced consistently, it restores strength and flexibility where they matter most. At Senior Wellness Daily, we encourage you to explore this movement with curiosity and respect for your body's limits. Start gently. Use support. Take your time. If you practice regularly, the deep squat can help restore the mobility you may have thought was gone for good. Begin today and give your joints the chance to recover their natural range of motion. Single leg standing is one of the simplest movements you can perform, yet it offers some of the most powerful benefits for adults over 60. Balance is not just a physical skill. It is a direct reflection of how well your brain, muscles, nerves, and inner ear communicate with one another. When we lose that communication, the risk of falling increases sharply. When we strengthen it, confidence and stability return. Japan. Doctors often prescribe single leg standing the way American doctors prescribe medication. It is easy to understand why. A long-term study from Kyoto University followed more than 12,000 older adults and found that those who practiced single leg standing every day had dramatically fewer hip fractures and fewer hospitalizations caused by falls. They also showed better performance on cognitive tests that measure attention and coordination. This makes sense because balance is a brain-driven activity. Each second you stand on one leg, your brain processes hundreds of tiny adjustments to keep you steady. These adjustments are called micro-corrections. They activate the ankles, hips, core, and postural muscles. They also stimulate the cerebellum, the part of the brain responsible for coordination and timing. When these areas remain active, the brain stays sharp. Mayo Clinic research shows that the ability to balance on one leg for 20 seconds or more is a strong predictor of longevity and overall neurological health. For older adults, one of the biggest benefits of single leg standing is that it rebuilds confidence. Many people over 60 begin to fear falling. That fear often leads to stiff, cautious walking patterns that increase fall risk even more. Training balance in a controlled, calm environment teaches the brain that movement is safe again. This shift alone can improve the way you walk and how you feel in your body. To begin, stand near a counter or sturdy chair. Lift one foot just an inch off the floor. Hold your gaze on a fixed point in front of you. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your breath steady. Aim for 20 to 30 seconds on each leg. If that feels too long, start with 10 seconds and build slowly. If it feels too easy, challenge yourself by lifting the knees slightly higher, turning your head from side to side, or standing on a folded towel to create gentle instability. Each variation teaches the brain to adapt. When your eyes move, Your inner ear compensates. When the ground softens, your feet become more alert. When your arms extend outward, your core tightens. These small adjustments strengthen the communication pathways that protect you from falls in the real world. They also support better posture, smoother walking, and more reliable reflexes. Single-leg standing can be done anywhere. You can practice while brushing your teeth, waiting for the microwave, or standing at the sink. The movement does not require sweat or equipment. It only requires consistency. A few minutes each day can make a noticeable difference in how steady you feel when stepping off a curb, climbing a stair, or walking across an uneven surface. Balance training also has emotional benefits. When you feel stable, you feel capable. You move more freely. You participate in more activities. You stay engaged with the world around you. This sense of confidence is one of the most important parts of healthy aging. At Senior Wellness Daily, we encourage you to make balance training a daily habit. Start with one leg. Start with 10 seconds. Start with support if you need it. What matters is that you start. The sooner you begin strengthening your balance and your brain, the longer you can remain active, independent, and steady in every step you take. The towel twist is one of the simplest movements you can do, yet it delivers benefits that reach deep into the spine, core, and nervous system. In Japan, this routine is known as tenugui hibiki. Many elders credit it as a key part of their ability to stay strong, focused, and mobile well into their 80s and 90s. The movement takes only 2 minutes, requires nothing more than a towel, and can be done by almost anyone regardless of age or fitness level. The towel twist works because it targets the muscles that stabilize the spine. These stabilizer muscles are small and deep. They do not get much attention during traditional workouts, but they play a critical role in posture, balance, and injury prevention. As we age, these muscles often weaken. When that happens, the larger muscles compensate, leading to stiffness, discomfort, and reduced mobility. The towel twist gently reactivates these stabilizers without strain. To perform the movement, hold a towel at shoulder height with your arms extended. Create gentle tension by pulling outward as if trying to tear the towel. Maintain this tension while rotating your torso slowly to one side. Keep your hips facing forward. Hold the rotation for 3 seconds, then return to center and rotate to the opposite side. The goal is not speed. The goal is controlled, intentional movement that engages the core, the oblique muscles, and the muscles along the spine. This twisting motion encourages the vertebrae to move through a healthy range of rotation. Many older adults lose this rotational capacity because daily life involves very little turning. Without rotation, the spine becomes stiff and less able to absorb force. Restoring this movement pattern improves flexibility and reduces the risk of back pain. It also increases blood flow to spinal tissues, which supports repair and nourishment. The towel twist also supports cognitive health. Brain imaging studies have shown that cross-body movements, such as twisting while engaging both arms, activate both hemispheres of the brain. This coordination enhances reaction time, spatial awareness, and overall cognitive processing. For adults over 60, maintaining these functions is essential for safe movement and independence. A large 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese elders found that those who practiced this twisting routine daily lived significantly longer than those who did not. They maintained stronger grip strength, healthier bone density, and better mobility into advanced age. These findings highlight how even simple movements can influence long-term health outcomes. If you are new to the towel twist, start slowly. Sit or stand with your feet comfortably apart. Keep your movements smooth and pain-free. Focus on maintaining tension through the towel as this helps activate the core muscles effectively. Perform 10 twists to each side. As your body adapts, you can increase the number of repetitions or the duration of each hold. Many older adults notice improvements quickly. Their midsection feels more stable, their back feels looser, their posture improves. They experience fewer moments of hesitation when turning to look over their shoulder or reaching for something behind them. These small improvements matter because they reduce the risk of falls and support greater confidence during daily movement. The towel twist is an ideal routine for mornings and evenings. In the morning, it wakes up the spine and prepares the body for movement. In the evening, it helps release tension from the day and calms the nervous system. These 2 minutes can become a valuable anchor in your daily wellness practice. At Senior Wellness Daily, we encourage you to add the towel twist to your routine starting today. Commit to 2 minutes. Move with intention. Feel your spine lengthen and your core engage. With consistent practice, this simple habit can help you stay strong, steady, and mobile for years to come. Safety is the foundation of every movement we teach on Senior Wellness Daily. Each exercise in this routine is gentle, but your body may respond differently depending on your history of injuries, joint conditions, or medical concerns. Move slowly at first. Allow your body time to adjust. If any movement causes sharp pain, stop and modify the position. Discomfort is a signal, not a challenge. Support is essential for seniors beginning new routines. Practice near a wall, counter, or sturdy chair. These supports can help you regain balance, especially during the single-leg standing exercise. For deep squatting or floor-based transitions, use cushions, blocks, or a rolled towel under the heels. These adaptations reduce strain on the knees and ankles and make the movements safer for those with stiffness or arthritis. Listen to your breath. If you become lightheaded or feel fatigued, pause and rest. Hydrate before and after movement sessions. Speak with your healthcare provider if you have concerns related to heart disease, severe osteoporosis, neuropathy, or recent surgeries. Personalized guidance is especially important when dealing with chronic conditions. The goal is not perfection. The goal is steady improvement. Small, consistent effort fuels long-term success. If you commit to moving with awareness and respect for your limits, your body will respond. Start where you are today. Build gradually. At Senior Wellness Daily, we are here to guide you every step of the way. Healthy aging does not begin with intense workouts or complicated routines. It begins with small, intentional movements practiced consistently. The 5 habits we explored today are simple, yet they mirror the daily lifestyle of some of the longest living adults in the world. Japanese elders do not focus on exercising harder. They focus on moving smarter. They honor their joints, train their balance, and support their brain through gentle repetition. You can do the same. Each movement in this program was chosen because it strengthens a fundamental part of daily life. Walking becomes easier. Standing feels steadier. Bending and turning become more natural. With time, these improvements support independence, confidence, and long-term well-being. You do not need a gym or equipment. You only need a few minutes each day and a willingness to care for your body with attention and patience. If you are ready to age with strength, clarity, and purpose, choose one movement to begin today. Add the others gradually. Stay consistent. At Senior Wellness Daily, we are here to guide you as you build habits that support a longer, healthier, and more independent life. If you found this helpful, share your thoughts in the comments and consider subscribing so you never miss a new guide.